Hey, I'm Neil Robertson. Welcome to Cambridge Country Club. Come follow me around for 9 holes. Let's see what score we can get. And I've absolutely nuked it right down the middle. I think for many reasons, last year was my best ever season. Oh no!
So Neil.
Yes, Ollie.
Getting underway, how many yards?
100 and be about 125 to the pin, I think. So I got pitching wedge into like a headwind. So problem is I've hit this out of bounds before. I carried it too far with a slight tailwind. So hopefully the pitching wedge is enough. I think I'd be happy with I think 4 or 5 over would be pretty good, considering a bit of pressure and stuff. Quite often my round's dictated by how things go off the tee. Probably like most golfers, I suppose. That's gone high left. It's a good shot. Bit left. Pulled it a fraction. I think it was probably about pin high actually, but it's a little bit left in the wind as well. That's fine. Getting it over the water was the main objective there, because I've been in there a couple of times. So how I approach this situation is I just try to make sure I get it on the green, leave myself a par putt, but try and worst case get out of this hole with a bogey. So I'm just trying to pitch it up there around the front of the green, let it run on a bit. Like the pin location is really tough as well, right? Oh! Yeah, almost dunked it, but I'm happy with that. So hopefully from there, 2 putt, get bogey, absolutely fine. You seen the pros do aim point? Yeah, it's just trying to feel something. It's like you're trying to feel the slope percentage. Tough putt this, because I don't know the pace of the green today. Oh! So that's a good start. I hit the tee shot perfect, chip was really good, and then a great putt. So that was a good putt, wasn't it? You know what? Very much like in snooker, I find that as soon as I start to try and play conservative with golf, as in snooker, I play worse. So I feel as though the best rounds have happened when I've been really aggressive and trusted my swing, you know. The elements that are the closest, I'd say, maybe putting. I think that touch and feeling around the greens, I think is very similar with snooker. And the ball being stationary as well. So yeah, I think that probably a lot of snooker players would be good at putting, I would say. Although, no, apparently Stephen Hendry, he always says his putting's rubbish. That's probably because he doesn't practice it. This hole is not, it's not particularly long. I mean, to be honest, even if you hit it like 120 yards up there, it's still fine because it's downhill. You can run it down and feed it onto the green. So it's a bit of a stress-free shot, really. So that's absolute money. Absolute money, that one. Not bad for someone who's been playing 8 months, eh? Bit short, I think. That's fine. I'm happy with that. I joined here about 6 weeks ago, I think. Got a couple of friends who play here, and all the staff and other players are incredibly friendly, and no, it's a great place to come. So it's a massive uphill putt, this one. Not bad. Can't be much in it. Can't be. So that's good, nice par. Those 3-footers can be tricky. This hole's very, very tough. Because it's quite long up the hill, so it's 406, but it's like,
Probably plays 420.
yeah. Tell you what, that is the most annoying thing, I think, when playing golf, is when you do that. Just when you're about to pull the trigger. So with a bit of luck, I have an approach shot in. It was a great shot. It was a good shot. It was a good shot. Also as well, right, I think it's like coming this way.
Oh yeah, it's a little bit.
Yeah, so because I hit it pretty much straight, and then it just a fraction. So hopefully I've got a shot in. Sometimes you can hit really good shots like that, and you've got like a tree right in your way that's just blocking you from making any significant gain towards the hole. Yeah, so kind of like the line. Basically the line will be in between these two trees and go up and over. What did you say, 115? Yeah, it's going to be short though. It's fine. Yeah, just short right, but that's exactly how I kind of like drew it up. I hit it just fraction thick, just a fraction, but I picked the club that I said would definitely get me over the trees. And I think I'm just right edge actually of the green. So a really good shot to get up and over. I've got the philosophy that like trees are a daunting prospect obviously in golf, but if you understand the height that you generate off a club, then the trees aren't there as long as you hit a pretty decent shot. So I just, yeah, when I was down on it, I just pretended as if it was like an open space really. I lived in Leicester for 6 months when I was 18, 19 and didn't really enjoy that experience. And it was the first time living in the UK during winter as well. So then moved to Cambridge and found it a completely different city altogether. Really good university vibe, a lot of international students and stuff. So I felt as though like I felt a lot more comfortable in and around Cambridge than I did anywhere else. And just generally, it's just a beautiful part of the world. I think it's really nice, and you know, so yeah, I wouldn't have changed the decision to move to Cambridge for anything. Oh, I got a little bit lucky there actually. So this is a nasty little shot, this. So this is just where I need to back myself and chip it up and over, land it around the middle of the green. And again, 2-putt for bogey. Go, go, go. Yeah, caught it slightly fat. That's fine. Really worried about going too far there. Oh! Whew. The amount of times that like people say, yeah, that putt's good, but when you're standing over it, you know, it's just like a fraction right to left, and you know, they're very missable. So I think it's always get into a good habit of just putting everything out. I think golf is actually really going to help my snooker is accepting different conditions. I think that's one weakness of my game with snooker is expecting the conditions to be perfect and getting really annoyed with either table fitters or tournament directors about different conditions where, you know, you come out and you start playing golf and you learn what real tricky conditions are. So moving forward, I think it's going to make it much easier for me to travel around the world playing in different conditions and just kind of accepting what they are, you know. Like everyone's trying their best to give the players the best conditions as possible. So if this 9-iron goes more than 150, I'll be pretty upset. It should absolutely not. Tell you what, this is right at the flag. What a shot. Exactly how I drew it up. That was right at the flag. I was getting excited there for a second. I'm sure Ivan was as well, looking over that. I think it's just gone, looks like it's gone Just a fraction past the pin, but probably shot of the day so far. Yeah, that's really important with golf as well, like reading the putts, not second guessing yourself. And also listening to the little head inside. With snooker, it's so important that if you're down on a shot and the little head inside is saying, get back up, you know, you're not quite right on this, you have to do that. The amount of times I've seen friends miss putts because they're thinking, when they're down on the putt, they're thinking, get back up, the line's not right, and then they hit it anyway and then they miss. You know, so it's like these sorts of things are really good to learn from as well, and then that's why the two correlate so well with each other. I was getting excited there. So this part is definitely right to left. So this is where I just try to feel something with my feet. Aim point is something I'm going to learn to do like actually properly with my coach, Dean Saunders. Shout out to Dean. No, that was actually a terrible putt. That was actually a really bad putt. That was very poor. That's fine. This has to be right to left. Oh, that was a good save. That was, yeah, really bad putt. Kind of like, because it was slightly downhill, I kind of like quit on it a little bit. And you could see how far short I hit that. It was just a bad putt. Well, it was a birdie chance. Oh yeah, 3-putt it as well for bogey. Yeah, that would have been annoying. This next one's a par 5. Massive test of the temperament, because the first putt was like it was a birdie chance, an outside birdie chance, and I've ended up leaving it, you know, what, about like 5 feet short or 4 feet short or something. Yeah, to make that was really good, but that was about sort of resetting and playing the next shot as it comes. Exactly like snooker, you can play a terrible shot in snooker, but then your opponent could then miss straight after, and you need to be ready to take that chance. That's why about mentally resetting, play the shot in front of you is just so important. Forget about the previous shot. Anything slightly left, out of bounds, right, you're in a hazard. That's why I take 7-iron off the tee. So this is like, I know roughly what the distances are here and what the shot is. So I don't want to be blocked off by the right tree there, but the wind is coming off slightly here. So, but I don't want to draw it out of bounds. So if I aim for those 2 trees, it should come back in that way. So I might just use 8-iron here. That's my line there, Ollie. Draw back round, run round. I think I'm perfect. No, not yet. Mark Williams wants to play a game soon at Celtic Manor. Stephen Hendry. So this is a funny thing, right? Stephen Hendry has approved of my swing to the point where now I can actually play with him at Sunningdale. Like, it's like I was on trial with him or something. Not that long, to be fair.
You send him videos?
Yeah, I always do. Always send him videos.
The Hendry approval, eh?
So this is uphill. So that was a decent shot. Wasn't perfect. This is why it's a good thing to have an electronic trolley going up this hill. I can tell you that right now. Yeah, this hole and the next hole, picturesque wise, are absolutely beautiful. So it feeds up here. I want this to run on. Again, main thing here is to just make sure it's on the green and 2-putt, worst case bogey. It'd be nice to get it close, but just worst case, just bogey. Yeah, happy with that. It's the sort of stuff I'm learning. Perfect roll.
Deadly on those 5-footers.
Yeah, my putting is yeah. I hope I don't sort of jinx it. How good is this?
Yeah.
Not bad. That'll be pretty good there. What's up? A lot of competitions on today, isn't there?
Yeah.
Well, I've hit this shot probably about into the wind. I guess I've hit about like 270 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, like 260.
260 into the wind, so it's a good shot. So it's looking at 160 carry there. That tree is just so high. The pin is a front pin. If I hit that tree, it plonks down and I'm dead. Yeah, I'm just going to play a real smooth 8-iron here. Like, you know, yeah, no mucking around here at all. Exactly like that. Exactly like that. And then I've almost run onto the green. Perfect shot. As my coach says, we just need to keep the reins on me because my game is developing so quickly. He says, my coach, shout out again, Dean Saunders, says that most people's development in golf is kind of like this. He says with me, I've gone like that. So he just needs to keep the reins on me a little bit because I keep talking about quite advanced shots, and so he just wants me to make sure that I'm doing everything correctly first to, you know, to walk before I can run. That was a great shot there. Stop, stop, stop. A little bit too much. Yeah, that's fine. So, stroke index 1 hole. Pretty much take bogey on that every time, especially when we're into headwind as well. See some people go driver here to get close, but it's just absolutely not worth it. Unless you can guarantee you're hitting it gun barrel dead straight. And I've absolutely nuked it right down the middle. Tell you what, that's a, oh no! It's right down the middle and it's kicked about 15 yards left. But that's golf. That's where golf is just brutal. And that's where the two similarities again with snooker and golf. In snooker, you can play what you think is a frame winning safety shot and it costs you the frame. Someone can come in, drop in a 1 out of 10 long red because they're forced into doing it, and then you just sit it out. Here, I've just hit that, I've hit my hybrid absolutely right down the middle, and then it's kicked a good sort of 10 yards left. Brutal. Yeah, that's a brutal. So I've hit it middle, so it probably hit, like what you say, that divot up there. Do I back myself to thread it through those trees and potentially take a double bogey on this hole? Or even a triple? Or do I just put it out there? That is a very small gap. Go, 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 go. Yeah, it was it was executed pretty poorly, but it's absolutely fine. Left to right, kind of aim at the pin here, I suppose. Aim at the pin. If the wind takes it, it takes it. If it kicks left, it's perfect. Wow, it's gone a fraction long. Out of the rough, I didn't catch it perfect. The way Ivan's camera just kept rolling, I didn't like that. What's about like 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. About 15 yards, I think. It's actually like a back garden chip I practice into a bucket, I suppose. It's this kind of shot.
Alexander giving the balls down.
Yeah, Alexander got donated a couple of huge buckets of balls by a friend of mine who bought them in like a car boot sale for like a $5 or something. So he'll probably be better equipped to play this shot than me. So I've hit that perfect. That's brutal. Played a great shot there, but So it looks like we're probably going to get a double bogey here. So we're actually playing good shot. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So it's funny, isn't it? Like when I've hit my drive, I'm thinking like I'm going to get no worse than a par here. I mean, I couldn't have played that much better.
Nah, I think this green's maybe a bit hard.
Yeah, this green is very hard. Always play the shot in front of you. Don't moan about the horrendous luck that I had there.
There's a great bogey set.
Yeah, I think for many reasons, last year was my best ever season. I think coming from a really, like quite a tough seeding position where I was playing all the top 16 guys, top 8 guys in the last 32. You know, draw Judd a lot of times. I think we finished 2-2 in the head-to-head for the season, but you know, when I'm used to playing Judd in semi-finals and finals and drawing him in, you know, last 32s and last 16s, it was quite a different experience. But so to come for that position and to finish the season number 8 in the world, I was absolutely over the moon with that. There's no way I could have even written up as good as what I did. Winning the English Open with my dad there watching, first time he's ever seen me play a final live, and you know, and Hong Kong and win the World Grand Prix over there, you know, in such, you know, great fashion as well. It was just an awesome season. And even the Worlds, I know I lost early, but I think I actually performed well. Chris played an amazing first session where, sort of reflecting on it, I think if I play that session another 5 times, I think the best I come out of it is probably 5-4 down. Like, and that's if a lot of things go my way. So sometimes it's like that. Yeah, and so for that reason, it was pretty easy to sort of like close the chapter on the season. There was no regrets or anything. I did everything right. Set up a great team around me, a sports psychologist and Joe Perry. Practice was great. So yeah, so now reset and then go into the next season, you know. So I'm just going to aim right on the top of the tree we can see there. I'm going to aim it out there and hopefully it will come back from right to left. Just like that. Easy peasy. I'm actually playing better today than what I did when I was 1 over through 9 a couple of days ago. Like I'm actually playing better. But I didn't get any bad breaks 2 days ago. Look at that, 7 iron up to there. That's nuts. So I played a great shot there, absolutely perfect. So I got 105 to the middle. It's a yellow flag, so I'm pretty sure yellow is middle. Let's go, where do I aim it here? Just right at the pin, I suppose. I mean, that is absolutely plumb. Look at that. What a shot. What a shot. I went into the World Snooker Golf Day trying to beat Rianne's record. So I went in there with a sneaky 50 points, I think. So if I played like this, if we didn't have wind and if I went to the golf day, I would have got close because, you know, the handicap I told was a bit sneaky. But I tried to win. I tried to just sort of just feel something in my feet, try and, you know, so it feels a little bit on the left side. It's slightly up the hill, I think, as well. It looks super straight, really, the putt. What do you think, Ivan? What do you think, Caddy Ivan?
I was going to say anything, I would say like right edge.
Yeah. It's a good putt, but I think even if I was as aggressive on it as what I was hoping, I still think it would have missed left. Fairway bunker on the right, fairway bunker on the left. It's not a long hole by any means, but it says stroke index 17, but I think it's such a tough hole because the approach shot in, if you land too close to the green after your first shot, it's a very hard chip down the hill and the green completely feeds off like down the hill. It is into wind.
I mean,
And the thing is, I have hit 6-iron into the left bunker before, the left fairway bunker before, but I think with this wind, I don't think there's any way. I don't think the 5-iron can get to that left bunker. I don't think so. That is absolute money. Right down the middle. Right down the middle. So that's split the bunkers.
yeah,
Perfect.
Yeah, I'd say now you're playing like 7 or 8.
Yeah, yeah. Well, thank you. That's very nice of you.
Yeah.
I think to do that in the space that I've taken up the game, like my coach has been, the thing that my coach has been most impressed about is I practice properly.
Yeah.
And I know that from snooker.
Right.
My dad always told me with snooker, if all you want to do practice-wise is 1 hour, don't force yourself to do 4.
Yeah.
Do absolute quality of 1 hour.
Right.
But I see people at the range, they'll hit 120 balls by the time I've hit about 30. The amount of times I've practiced snooker and I'm clearing up the colours and I put myself in a position where I'm at the crucible, I need to clear up to make a 147.
Right.
And you're kind of visualising it to the point where like you're almost replicating the pressure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's where the two are just great sports. Similar shot to the last hole. Very similar shot to the last hole. This is a tough approach in though. It's a tough shot. Tough shot to hold this green. Oh, it's right at the pin. Oh, it's kicked left, you bugger. It was a great shot. Another kick left. Can't do much about that, but hopefully I've got a chance for birdie. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure if it was a fraction short, but I've hit it straight at the pin. I can't ask for any more than that. And it looks like a pretty sort of back pin, so it's not really one you want to really go after. How on earth did that kick left? That's so weird, wasn't it? So it's a tough green this, because
Yeah.
if you land it, you know, you go fraction long, like you back off down here, and yeah, it's a tough one. This is not an easy putt, is it? This is a bit.
Fast.
Yeah, it's a fast putt. Have you watered this part of the green for me?
You don't know?
It's like sort of down the hill a bit, isn't it? And kind of straightens up. So I'm pretty much just going to aim this at the pin. Hopefully it feeds off to the right and then sort of brings its way back in. Oh, yes! Come on, all round fist pump, let's go.
Great birdie.
Thanks for not watering the green, because it only just trickled in. Go on, Ollie!
Wow, what a brilliant birdie too.
What a way to finish.
3 over, yeah. On camera, with the pressure of the cameras as well.
That's awesome.
It's good stuff.
Happy?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Oh, I predicted 5 over. I thought that was about right, considering the pressure of you know, the cameras rolling and stuff, and especially when you were probably about 10 yards in front of me on my driver on the third. Yeah. No, I'm over the moon with that.
Yeah.